people. Good morning, my people. How is it going, people? How is your morning starting? My morning started actually surprisingly decent. I did wake up really quite butt fucking early at like 3:30, somewhere around there. Excuse me. It's a beautiful morning. It was a cold night for me, but I'm always cold, so I shut off the air because it was cold to me. But then I turned it on this morning because it was a little warm, almost 70, and he's a big guy, and I didn't want him waking up mad and crabby because it's hot, and he had his air on, and I turned it off because I was cold, and it's not my house, so I would, but I mean, maybe he realized it was kind of chilly, but I had two blankets on all night last night, but anyways, I turned on the air this morning for him because to be considerate, because it's gonna get warmer today and it's already almost 70 in there, so I turned it on. And then so I got some interesting updates. So I've been up to some really crazy wild things. I made a confession yesterday to the police on the way to work. I'm not going to bring up the confession because it's for the police. But as I told the police, I did this violation last week during the storms, and nobody reported the violation. There's 2 reports, 2 violations. And I admitted to both these violations. And the reason why I admitted to these violations is because if I could do these violations, the violations were that easy for the fact that somebody else, the crack dealer that deals Quantico, all over Delavan, all over Whitewater, to Unique Whitewater, to an old woman in Delavan, to an old woman in Elkhorn, to a woman in East Troy, to myself when I was doing crack, because he was my lover. He's been my lover for 20 years. I met him when I was 25. He lied to me about his age, told me he was 19. I started sleeping with him. I found out maybe 5 years ago he was only like 32 then. And I was like, wait a minute, if he's only 32 5 years ago, and I did the math, and I'm 49 now, he was a minor when I started sleeping with him. And I did not know, and I was unaware of sleeping with a minor because he was selling crack. He had been on like 17 as a minor, so he's like almost an adult. If he was 16, I really don't know, because I found out many years as well later that they would call him the kid, obviously for a good reason, and I didn't realize he was the kid for being, I thought 19 is the kid, I'm 25 then, okay, yeah, the kid, whatever. But he comes from the McChesney Park, Rockford, Beloit area, South Beloit. I met him through a drive-through, and then I found out he lived next door in the next building, in an apartment complex I was in with my kids' father. My kids' father had just gotten out of prison. My kids' father is now deceased for 3 years almost. 4 almost. 3 years for sure. My children's father has been deceased. My children's father was 6 years older than me. So if I'm 49, he's 55. He would be 55. He's been deceased for 3 years. He has now 2 granddaughters and a second grandchild on the way, or grandson on the way. So it's unfortunate he never got to meet his grandchildren. So as I was saying, I have been a little, what some would call, obsessed with apparently a crack dealer, which no, it's more like angry over being betrayed by an ex-friend and my lover. Well, she was my friend, but obviously she's no longer my friend and my lover. Well, yeah, I still want to fuck with him, and that's why I'm so angry, because I know he's fucking her and she's lying about it. Because what had happened is I met this woman, Unique Yvonne, in jail. I met her many years ago, 15 years ago probably. And I tried to help her out when my ex and I were living in hotels. We let her come. We were living in Lake Geneva. We were living in Lake Geneva at the hotel of the Chateau. And we let her come over, and she was really high, and she wanted to get high. And we ended up taking her out to Whitewater to get drugs and shit. Whitewater is crawling with fucking crack, apparently. Crawling with it. And that's why they're all ganging up on me right now, because I'm busting out a crack dealer. And because I just got threatened. I got all these messages from her. The one that was beating on her, Cody Michael, the one that I went over to her house last summer. Okay, let me get to this story, okay? We got an hour drive here. Excuse me. So anyway, I met this woman in jail. We were friends. We used to rap. We used to be in jail together. We've been in jail a couple times together throughout the years back then and the days. She's now got a child, 5 years old, Mason. I don't know if her child's in her custody anymore. I don't hear the kid. The kid's usually always really fucking loud, but who knows? Maybe he's changed in the last year. I haven't seen it. But it was a pretty bad kid. A little asshole kid. And he was nice when he wasn't around his mother. But you know what? I think it's because he knows his mother was smoking crack. And that shit pissed him off. Because her adopted or her foster brother or her, adopted foster brother, they're not biological brother, sister, but that's her brother. So much of a brother that he hates me because I punched her. Because she's fucking my guy. I met the crack dealer 20 years ago. And one day, her and I were smoking crack together last year in the summer. After her boyfriend had beat her up, we smoked crack. Then, like a couple weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later, a month later, she was begging and crying for crack. She really wanted crack. She's like, call your guy, call your guy, call your guy. And I knew I shouldn't. You should always trust your fucking instinct. But you know what? I honestly think she had taken his number from my phone before then. Because now that it's adding up a little different, how did he know where to get to? And how did he know which house? Because I didn't tell him what house. He just came. And that's really fucking weird. Because he didn't even call. And I don't even know how he knew where I was. And I didn't even question it at the time. But I think that's because things were starting to change after the fact that things just started changing. He would smell different. He'd be different. And then he gives her a piece of fucking rock in front of me and didn't think I'd catch him. And then she's all like, oh, aren't you with her? And then he's like, yeah. But then, yeah, I know him better than that. I known him for 20 years. I know the things I've been through with him. I know the things I've seen from him. That bitch is not going to tell me I don't know. When I sat there and he's brought women to my home and given my ex and I crack to fuck other women in my home. Yeah. That's when I had my kids' father. I wasn't sleeping with him then. That's because his father wasn't sleeping with me because he was always cracked out. And I wanted to have sex. And that's how it was just, but she was older than me. He likes old women. And I would not doubt it that he fucked a woman in Elkhorn. Or he could even still be fucking her for all I fucking know. She just doesn't care because he gives her crack to fuck other women in her spare room. I've been one of them. I told this all to the drug detectives in Walworth County because I'm sick of him doing this to me and other people, and it's not okay. She has a child that's 5 years old. She's putting her child through the same things I put my children through, and I don't like it. And I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you're jealous. No, I feel betrayed by both of them, for one, and there's an innocent child for two. Okay, so it's not just about me being apparently jealous because she's fucking my drug dealer. Everything that I get from the drug dealer. No, that's not it. It's the fact that she's living off the state, and I just learned some information we'll get to here when I'm spilling all this tea. You guys got your coffee and your donuts and your crackers and your cheese and whatever the fuck you got for the morning, your wine. Are you a third shifter and having a beer this morning? Let's do it. Okay. So what I've been up to lately is she's changed her number because I would call her all the time. That's what she says. And I did. Well, I found her number on Facebook. She posted it in one of her fucking comments. She's like, my new whatever. So I took that shit. Bet, bitch, you're gonna put it right there. I should have screenshotted it, and I knew, and I went back, and I forgot, and now it's gone. Now she's erased it. But on Unica, yeah. Oh, she also made another one, Unica Vaughn. She's got two. She's got two now, I see. And I think her other one is now current with Unica Vaughn, with her boy and her in green or something. But anyway, so I started calling her, and the first time I called her, I called restricted. And she picks up, hello. And I'm like, did you think it would be him, bitch? I was like, are you waiting for him to call you, cunt? And she's like, why are you calling me? I'm like, cuz, bitch, I want you to tell me the fucking truth. She's like, I'm not fucking him, Dom. I promise. I'm like, whatever, bitch. And she's like, stop calling me. And she hangs up. Okay, so I gave her this man last year to talk to because he's just a perv, and I figured he'd send her money for her shit, whatever. And so then he fucking starts talking to her, and he finds out for me that she's fucking him. And he sends me screenshots with her. She's like, oh, those are old, she says. And I tried to record the conversation, but I didn't have enough room on any of the phones I have. I don't understand why there's not enough room on any of the phones. They're not being used. They don't fucking have any apps. I've taken all the apps I could off, but there's not enough room to record the conversation. But she's like, those are old, Dom. Those aren't even new. And I'm like, all right, so the phone number on the top won't match your phone number that you're using now, right? So those are old. If those are old, those would be your old phone number, right? And she's like, I didn't fuck him. I'm like, but you told him you did. She's like, I lied to him. I'm like, oh, so now you're admitting you lied to him so you can get cocaine, but you just told me you were clean. You told me you were clean. She's like, I am. So why are you telling him you're fucking him if it's a lie for something you're not fucking doing? Like, you're so fucking contradicting yourself, bitch. And then, like, so anyway, because, you know, the only reason why I know she's prostituting in front of her child is because when Daniel Cordova, that's who I was getting to as well. When I met her in jail, her and I used to walk laps in the jail together, and her brother, Daniel Cordova, across in the men's dorm, and we would flash each other. She would flash him, of course, that's her brother. But I would be with her, and I'd flash her brother or whatever. And then, like, he was there one day when I went there last summer. And I'm so in awe, because I always thought he was so fucking gorgeous. Like, oh, gorgeous, right? And, because he's a tall Mexican, and I love fucking tall men. And, oh, my God, he's just sexy. Anyway, Daniel Cordova and I, on that day, went for a run for crack. And in that time we went for a run for crack, we got really attached to each other for a little bit because he's just really fun. And he told me he really enjoyed me, and we just really had a good time. Everything I liked, he liked for music. And we were just like jamming and grooving. And like, he was the sweetest man, so considerate, so generous. He, you know, I go and I ask him for water. He's like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah, that's it. So you know what? He bought me the best water, Fuji or however you call it. But he bought me the best. And to me, that's so flattering. And anyhow, he suggested me to go get a job by him. So I applied there. And throughout this 2-week, 3-week little ditty we had, because in that 3-week as well is when this incident comes where I bring the crack dealer over to her house. But in the 3 weeks, him and I were together, and we're smoking crack at her house, and we're hanging out, him and I, and we got it in a couple times. So it's not like I'm a liar. I've been to his house. I even smoked crack in his house with his mama gone. And then he was going to ask and stay the night there, but then he was like, no, my mom won't let you sleep in my room. And I'm like, well, okay, it's not a big deal, you know. And then, so I'm going to go straight. I used to live here in East Troy. This is where he used to come. I used to live in East Troy too. And Sean would come and see me all the time when I lived in East Troy. And I discovered him hiding crack in the chandelier of my apartment. And I realized I kept catching him hiding shit. in my apartment. And I think that's why he would come over so much too, is because he be shit in the apartment. And plus we're fucking and he likes to fuck. And he's a fucking sex addict just like me. And that's why else I know what the fuck he's doing, is because he's admitted it. Like, even like my Christian friend married this man who's so fucking Christian, right? But he touched me in a way that I didn't like it, and he behaves in a way that I don't like. And you know, like, I'm a Capricorn, and it's like an addict as well. One addict always recognizes another addict, right? I mean, tell me you're not right. Anyway, so my fucking guy comes over because she wanted me to call over my guy because she was drunk and we were going to get some crack. And she's a Christian woman, all right? And she used to be a heroin addict. And I met her in jail. We went to school together, her and I. We went to school together. She's older than me by a year or two. And we went to school together. And we were in jail together. And we never did drugs together. We smoked weed together. Yeah, weed and drink. Weed and drinking. That's all we ever did. And so then, oh fuck, let me figure out what I'm doing real quick and not try to die. All right. So then, anyway, I call him over and he gets there, and her husband shows up. And when her husband shows up, I told my guy later, we were talking about it, I was like, tell me he don't seem like he's a sex addict. I was like, doesn't he give you that vibe? And then like, my guy's like, yeah, he's definitely. And it's just weird. It's just weird because, anyway, that's besides the point. I don't know where I was going for a second with that. Oh, talking about sex addicts. But whenever I put my phone into charge, it does this weird fucking, I don't know if it's not charging right or something, or if there's a short in my wire that keeps fucking making it like ding and ding because it's charging. But I don't like it. Okay, so now onto my story, because I keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. So anyway, she goes and I think she took the number before. I borrowed her my phone a couple times as a friend, trusting her, and she could have easily taken the phone number out my phone so she could get a crack dealer, and because I would tell her the things he would do for me. And a crack whore like her, who wouldn't want everything he did for me? He used to do so much for me. And I didn't really appreciate it because I knew he had other women. And it made me feel special. And I don't like him making me feel like I'm special. But then again, it's like, now it's like, damn, I should have took it for what it was. But no, man, like, quit making me feel so cared about when I know you have other women. And now he makes me feel like nothing. And I hate it. It's like, it's not fucking fair, dude. It's like, now he's giving the other women everything, and it's like, it's not okay. Like, dude, I loved you, and I told you I loved you, and I would have did everything for you, you know, like, you didn't even ask. I tried to fucking talk to you, he wouldn't even talk to me. And then I catch him with it, and then he tells me, make it make sense, because he starts smelling like other women. Like, I literally would smell pussy on him. He's like, no. And like, he brought me fucking, he'd smell like fucking a Mexican house, like, you know, like where they're all, or even now I realize it can be a fucking black bitch's house, but I really know it for sure because I've seen her, and I know he's got a thing for Mexican bitches and fat white bitches, Mexicans and fat white bitches. And so I caught him with one bitch because I got a tracker on him. We were out here fucking one night in the summer when things started to change last year. And I bought a tracker because I had a really good job. And I bought a tracker. And when he left me for like 2 hours, and I started getting pissed. And I'm like, where would he leave me for 2 hours and come back? So I went out to East Troy. And that's the second tracker I got on him. The first tracker he found pretty quick because I followed him around, and so he found it pretty quick because he kept finding me, finding him, so he discovered I was tracking him. And then the second tracker is what I'm getting to right now. Okay, so on the first tracker I learned that he would park over on Lily Lane and walk over, or he has people over on Lily Lane in East Troy. But he's got all kinds of people apparently in East Troy that he's selling to. But on this night, why is he gone for 2 hours? And why did, when I go over to East Troy, I found his vehicle at the Quail Run Apartments over there by 3206. He is parked over by 3206 at Quail Run Apartments in East Troy. I put the tracker up underneath his vehicle, and then I went back to where I was, where he was supposed to come back. He said he was going to come back. 2 hours later, I'm still waiting, because you know what? I watched him drive past me all the way down to McChesney Park. And then I call him, and he comes back, and I fucking call him out on the incident, and I tell him I want fucking shit for what he did to me. And you know what? He gave me my shit, and he fucking left. Because you know what? He knew I called him out, but I don't think he knew how I called him out. Unica's the one who told him I had a fucking tracker on him the third time, because he caught the second time. And on the third time when I got it on him, Unica told him, because by that time she was already fucking him, and she didn't want me, knowing that he was coming to her house. But I forgot I had a tracker, and I was at her house, and I thought he was there, so I went back and I punched her for it when her boyfriend Cody was there. Cody was, well, actually it wasn't even her boyfriend, it was Cody. And yeah, so she was fucking him, and now she's fucking him again. She's still fucking him. And she left her house open. She's not even living there. She's on housing. She's on food stamps. He gets her money from food stamps, or all of it. He gets her money because he's using her house, for Christ's sake. Where is she living? Some woman. She living, and she says she's a grandma. Mama? She's living with her mama on housing? Is her mama fucking? I'm noticing I'm getting comments. I got a little sidetracked. So we're gonna be having some traffic issues, but you guys are here to hang out with me. So anyways, as I was saying, Daniel Cordova and I were laying in the bedroom one day, on the living room floor actually. She was in her cubby hole smoking crack. Her son was in his room, and me and Daniel were on a mattress on the floor in her living room. It was like 12:30 in the morning, or maybe actually it was 11, 10, 12. And her boy passed out maybe a couple hours after. But her boy in the next room, she's in her, we just got done smoking crack. She's coming in on the car for crack, or she's got crack hitting from him and she's not sharing, because that's how she is. She's a fucking greedy. Man, I took her to meet this guy that smoked crack with me, and she fucking, even he said, dude, she's fucking greedy. I was like, I know, right? He's like, dude, that bitch will slow the fuck down. I was like, I know, right? But anyway, me and Daniel were laying there when her 5-year-old Mason, 6 about now, was in the next room, and he was going, Now, why is a 5-year-old in the next room making those kind of noises? Why? There should be no reason why a 5-year-old should be in the next room going, that's ridiculous. And even Daniel heard it, and Daniel talked to her apparently about it, because Daniel knows she's prostituting. Daniel knows she's fucking him too, and that's why Daniel got mad at me and quit fucking with me, because I got mad at her. He's like, you're just jealous. No, it's not jealous, it's betrayal. Dude, she's my friend. She knew how much I cared about him. She knew I would cry, and how much I loved him and cared about him, and how much he hurt me. But then she's gonna go fucking twist a knife right into my heart with it? Like, that's not fucking jealousy, that's betrayal. You fucking cunt. You fucking piece of shit. Oh, she's a crackhead. She don't know. Yeah, she does know what she's doing. Yeah, the fuck she does. I'm a fucking crackhead too, okay, motherfuckers? Don't fucking, but I'm out here with my priorities. I don't get state aid because I cut my leg all up. I don't get state aid to have fucking housing for my children. I don't get food stamps because I'm on state aid. I don't get that shit to sit at home as a crack whore and then let somebody else use your home because you're not even living there. I got proof of that. I'm about to post a screenshot. Cody Mitchell threatening an old woman, 49 years old I am. He's like, oh, you're not hard, you're soft. I was like, let that bitch battle her own battles. Let her fight her own fight. No, I fight for her. You're a fucking man and you're threatening a woman? Dude, you're a fucking chump-ass bitch. He's like, you fucking soft bitch. You from Delavan. And fucking what? I'm from Whitewater. I know all about Delavan. And the fuck what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're from a college town and you're fucking ghetto, apparently? You're telling me basically that college town of Whitewater is all fucked up with a bunch of crackheads and fucking prostitution, because that's what the fuck is going on. Honestly, this man that I gave her to last summer, as I was saying, he's texting her because I gave him her new number, right? And she, like I said, I got screenshots. He said that she sent him videos. Sean has sent her. Sean is sending her videos of other women. Why is Sean sending her videos of other women? Are they selling these videos? Obviously they are. So, yeah, do these women know Sean's selling videos of him to her? Like, honestly, they're doing something. And I discovered when I broke into her house, and this is the point I'm getting to, that I confessed to the police, because one night I called, it was on the storms, the night of the tornadoes in Walworth County. It was a Tuesday night, and I was out there mad. I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning for no reason, and I was just laying there, and I got mad. So I was like, fuck it. I called in earlier about her well-being, and they told me she wasn't home. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna see if that bitch home now. So I walked up to the door, and I fucking tried it, and it was open. I was like, oh yeah? Open. Open for why? Because it was dark as fuck. So I went up in there, right? Whole place is fucking trashed. Whole place looks like, and there's a huge bed back in the corner, right? So then I was like, okay. I found a knife, and I took the knife. It was her knife at her house, a little like pocket knife. And so I took it and I stabbed some holes in her bed, and I stabbed some holes in her like little footstool thingy. And then I dumped a gallon of milk all over her bed and her floor and everything. A whole brand new. I cracked it open. And then I left the refrigerator open, and then I left the door open, and then I left. So after that, I don't know what the fuck anything about, okay? Because I didn't go back. I did circle around after I went to Delavan, because I went to Delavan and I did another breaking and entering. Well, I really didn't break in. I just smashed her fucking window in. And not glass window. It was like a screen window, because it like moved. Why would it move? So I moved it, and it just easily slid right over. Like, you know, it's been made to just slide right over. It should not do that. It should not just pop out. Your screen should be securely in your fucking window, not just pop. I'm 4'11", okay? I'm 4'11", and I could crawl into the window. So what's that mean? This woman in Delavan is the same woman who lets him bring women to her apartment, one-bedroom apartment, mind you. She lets him come into her home with me and other women, apparently, because I realize now that the headboard that's now in her room is Unique Avant board. Interesting, huh? So he's taking Unique Avant. She has her whole house in Whitewater, but they won't fuck at her house. Why? Because I've turned her house in for him. So he takes her elsewhere to fuck her. Interesting, huh? Why would he be taking her elsewhere to fuck? Because he knows they're looking for her and him. It's fucking funny. Anyway, or maybe they're not. But I tell them they are. I'm looking for them. That's why I'm looking for them. They ain't worried about the cops. They think they're getting away with it. They ain't worried about it. But yeah, so I told the police my part with him. I told the police that he used to take me to hotels. I told the police that I used to smoke crack in the hotels. I told the police that where we would hide the crack in the hotels. I told them he's taking her to motels. I told them the hotels that they're going to. Dude, she's gonna have to run away with him if she wants to keep fucking with him. Fucking cunt. And it's just funny how she's like, I'm clean, but yet you're begging dude for cocaine. You're telling dude, you're every like half hour later, where's the snow? Can I get that snow? Snow is obviously AKA cocaine. Nobody's dumb, bitch. Why are you asking for snow in fucking April? I'm chewing on my nail, I'm sorry. This traffic's so slow, nobody's gonna die today. It's just this shit I fucking hate where people keep coming up in. Well, let me see if I can read these comments because we're going so slow. Let me see, because I don't have my reading glasses and I have on sunglasses. Let me pull off. Let me see. Says, how you think all my bills paid? Who are you? You a crack whore? A tracker third time? Yeah, you need to stay single. Oh well. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm just paying back these bitches. Shake, shake. Oh, why is it cutting out? Anyway. Who is this anyway? You get paid. Let me cook, bro. Okay, cook, bro. You're not in my town. You ain't the one that hurt me. You ain't the one that fucking betrayed me. You ain't the one that fucking 20 years ago fucking ruined me and destroyed me and have been destroying me and ruining me for 20 years, okay? No, I'm not gonna keep allowing some young little boy to go through the same shit. And I don't give a fuck. Call it whatever the fuck you want. Call it whatever the fuck you want. You're gonna sit there and tell me you ain't got no morals about a little boy having a crack whore for a mom? Come on now. That's fucked up. I mean, like, if you really think that's a cool way to let a child grow up, okay, you guys are real fucking, what the fuck this world really coming to? Alright? Shit. And especially those who work hard, such as myself, regardless if I am a fucking crackhead myself too. Again, I have priorities. I'm out here working, and I can't even do crack, to be honest, right now. I had to go for a drug test yesterday. And you know what pisses me off is I fucking missed it. I went all the way after work to go do a drug test, an hour and a half away, down to Rockford to do a drug test, and I missed it by 15 minutes because of traffic. Because I have to drive through this shit back and forth to work, and I had to get down to Rockford, and I thought it would be done at 5 o'clock. No, it's done at 4:30. So I missed it by 15 minutes because I had to be at work till 3 o'clock. Don't people have a fucking job? Don't people get considered for that part to get to be able to go do a drug test? Seriously? So now I missed my drug test, and I have to call today my fucking public defender and tell him because I already told my lawyer up here, you know, everything. I even told my lawyer about what the fuck I just told you all. Yup, I sure the fuck did. So, if these people are not calling my bacon and entering in, then why the fuck are the police looking for me? They're not, but they told me they are, but I don't give a fuck. Just like they don't give a fuck, right? The police are coming for me just as fast as the police are going for them. Does that make sense? It sure does to me. Because they're not calling me, and they got my phone number. I gave it to them. They know how to find me. You know they do. With the AI nowadays and everything they have. But today is Friday. Tomorrow I don't have to work, thank God. It's been a long fucking week, bro. I've been down to Rockford for court. I've been down to Rockford for a drug test twice this week. And that's why else I'm pissed, because that's a lot of fucking gas. I literally just put gas in 3 days ago. And I zeroed out. I only got 305 miles for a full tank of gas so far. And I got it up here in Milwaukee for 362 the other day. I got it a few days before that for 355. It's like I am just going through I've already in this week alone gone through at least $100 and some odd of gas getting back and forth to work. It's almost not worth having this job when I get paid every fucking 2 weeks to have to put that much fucking gas to go back and forth to work. But I'm trying to get my gym membership so that I can fucking live back out in my van, because I don't want to live with this man. I like this man. I care about this man. This man is a very respectful man, but he's dirty and he doesn't fucking care. Like, dude, I put in a lot of work to clean, and you can at least help keep it maintained. He does not keep maintained on his fucking cat box. He does not keep maintained on his fucking floor. But I'm trying to help him get it cleaned. I cleaned his shower. I cleaned his toilet twice last week. I doubt he's cleaned it, because now it's looking like there's shit all up in it. When I first moved in there, the toilet was so black. And then I wiped it down with the fucking Awesome, and it's white. But the inside is just, it's stained for some reason, but it is clean. But as long as the rim where you lift the lid was black. That should not be black. Oh, it was like black mold, literally, on his toilet seat. I can't believe, and there was mold in the shower. I cleaned that out. Took me a week to get it done, but I was tired after doing the floor. And if you've seen my muted video, I thought, I thought, you know, I was sitting there talking through that video and it was muted because I had it on Bluetooth and I didn't realize it was on Bluetooth. I got to get in the next lane because I got to get off in a little bit, I think. I'm looking for Layton Avenue. And, so yeah, anyway, I told her yesterday. First I called the cops and I told the cops. I broke into these people's house. And then I told her. So she got mad, and now she's got her ex who was beating on her threatening me. Because she knows he's a woman beater, so why not just get a woman beater to beat another woman? But she can't do it herself. She can't do it herself because she's a hard bitch, apparently, right? She ain't got to fight for herself because she's so hard. Yeah, okay. No, more like she broke her ankle, apparently dancing, she says. Who was she dancing for? She used to be a stripper, so maybe she went back to stripping. And so she broke her ankle and had to have screws and pins and shit put in it. And, yeah. I think this is my exit's coming up. Lane, right there. Use left lane. Okay, done. Did. So, I'm going to be at work here soon. And I'm going to have to get ready. But yeah, so yesterday he's threatening me. They thought I did it. Because yesterday I told. They thought I did it. Not last night, but the night before. So they think I just did it. So I told them at the police station, because I confessed there first, and it's true. I did it last week in the fucking rain. It is absolutely true. Because if they try to say it happened 2 days ago, the milk that's been spilled is way longer than 2 days spilled. So if she didn't know her house was broken into, he must have known and said nothing about it and cleaned it up and didn't say nothing. I don't know. Or he didn't know there was milk all over, because by the time 7 hours later, 6 hours later, anybody went back to the house, would they even notice that there was milk all over because it had been dried up? You know what I'm saying? But her confession is that I've stabbed some holes and I dumped some milk, but the place was already trashed. And that's true. Ever so true. It was already trashed when I got there. I left the door open and the refrigerator open. Oh, it's $3.89 here. Holy fuck, it was just three something yesterday or the other day when I got gas. Holy shit, $3.89. What did I just got it for $3.6. It went up 20 cents. Holy shit, it went up 20 cents. I got distracted, almost didn't go my turn. I think they got to go and then they got to go. I don't know who's fucking going, but I'm going after they go. Okay. I got distracted because I just got it for $3.69 the other day, or $3.65 the other day. Oh god darn, excuse me, Lord, forgive me. I got $20 yesterday. A woman found me. I walked out of there upset because I couldn't get my drug test. Because so last month Antonio and I were together. Sean, actually I should say. Sean and I were together. And he's always eating shit. I keep asking him, what are you eating? Quit eating it. It's making my pussy go numb. Stop eating it. I had a sample of his saliva, a whole fucking medicine bottle full, because he spits so much, right? And he spit in his glass, and I put it in the medicine thing to keep it because I was afraid of this happening, all right? So him and I were together last month. And when we're at it for hours, okay? 2, 3, 4 hours. So in these 4 hours, he's continuously insert and licking this narcotic that he's eaten into my vagina. I had to go straight from seeing him to work because I worked third shift at that time. I went to work all night, and then I call in the morning and they say required to test. So I go, and I told that woman at the drug test, please put note. I said, I'm scared. That bitch didn't put fucking note. I told her, please. I was like, I was with the man last night. Please. It's going to come back. Possibly dirty. I was like, please put a note. And then the judge did say I came back with traces of cocaine. That's funny because I'm not doing any. He won't give me any. He's been robbing me, taking my... He had me... And that's why else I did what the fuck I did. Because he had me get motel rooms, and then he doesn't even come. He's like, get a motel room. Okay. And then he didn't even fucking come. $100 in a fucking motel room, and he didn't even fucking come. Like, you motherfucker. And then my gas all the time, too. Gas is not cheap. But he used to always... do that for me before, but, and I thought this was payback, like, I owe him, like, okay, he used to do it for me, I'm gonna do it for him now, but no, it's not. And so, yeah, anyway, I'm almost to work, and I'm gonna have to go. Gas is still cheaper here. What does that say? $3.79. Ooh, I almost wonder if I should get it real quick here before it fucking, there's cars next to me. I bet it'll go up later. It's 10 cents cheaper than down the road. I hope it don't go up. I don't think it will almost because I think that what time is it? I don't know how, I can't get over these cars. I maybe could have a minute ago, but I thought there was a car and I didn't go, and now there is a car for real. Anyway, whatever. It's all in God's plan. I care and don't care anymore. God took after me yesterday. He looked after me. I got $20 to put back in my gas tank from a woman. I didn't expect it. I didn't, all I know is I left there mad. I drove down there and out. I could got off work early yesterday, but I had to do some paperwork. So I stuck around for paperwork and I left at 3 o'clock. I was like, I cannot stay later than 3 o'clock. And I left and I run down there. An hour and a half drive, and I missed it. And I left mad and crying. And there was this woman sitting at a tent. And the woman got up from the tent, and she's like, are you okay? I was like, I'm okay. I was like, I'm just angry. She's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, and I started crying because, I was I was already crying, but I was just angry. And she's like, what's going on? And I says, well, I came all the way down here after work, and I missed the drug test, and I don't want to be in trouble. And I'm scared. Plus I drove an hour and a half here in my gas, and the gas is so high, and I'm just shaking, angry, shaking, mad, and crying. So this woman hugs me, and then she gives me some money and she prays for me, and she said, God works in mysterious ways. I was like, amen. He's always on time. And again, God came through for me. God always comes through for me, you all. Y'all think I'm a crazy asshole bitch, and you know what? I am a fucking lot of things. But you know what? At the end, it's between me and God. And God loves me. I am a child of God. God has always been there for me. I've walked with him since I've been a child, when I was molested. And God's always been there for me, okay? So don't tell me I deserve to be anything but a child of God, because he's always been with me. So... I've been almost killed a couple times. I've been molested and raped, so it's like, God gets me through. I might be homeless. I might be a lot of things, but God gets me through. I have just enough. You could call me all the fucking names you want, a broke bitch, a psycho, or whatever, but I have just enough because God gives me what I need. I have what I need by the grace of God. Okay? So, regardless of what all y'all think, in the end, it's between me and him. Just as well as it in the end between you and whoever you believe in, your God. God, Buddha, whatever. Allah. I'm sorry if I'm getting them wrong or sounding offensive. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone's religion. I'm just very cranky right now for a second. I'm here at work. I got to clean up after that emotional minute. I'm bipolar. I don't mean to be. I'm bipolar. I have PTSD, and I'm unmedicated. So yeah, I'm a lot of things, okay? But as long as you're not hurting anybody, I have no problem with you. But it's when you start hurting people that I have a fucking problem with you. I don't know why people seem to think I'm such a bad person because I get mad about people who are bad. When my brother had cancer and people were bullying him, people thought I was a bully because I would beat up those people who bullied. I was a bully, beater, upper. And apparently I became a bully to the bullies. You know why? Because one of the bullies told my exes I was a bully. Like, seriously? You told me that I was a bully? Little 4'11" me, I'm a bully? That's fucking hilarious. I am 20 minutes early. I probably could have got gas. I care, but I don't care. I gotta get my hair up. I gotta get my fucking eyes fixed from crying. Yes, I was crying because I'm upset with people thinking that I am jealous when it's really just betrayal and the fear for that child to grow up a piece of shit like his mother or worse. You know, it's like, that kid's a fucking little shit, dude. My kids never behaved like that, but my kids had better people in their lives than she's got. She's got people who enable her addiction. She's got people who enable her to be as she is. She don't have anyone that, like my family, I can't even see, I have to fucking deal with my consequences. I don't just get away with shit like that. I don't just get handed stuff because I'm a fucking crazy bitch. Oh, I'm so, useless fucking whore. Oh, that's what she's good for, being a whore. Sorry. She's good for something. So right now I am looking for my hair tie. I had all these hair ties. I don't understand. I'm really confused now. I could have swore I thought I brought a hair tie out here with me. I got all these hair. Oh, there's one. Haha. By the hair on my chinny chin chin. Look at, I gained weight, lost weight, gain weight, lost weight. I'm 49 years old, okay? And then she wants to say, you're ugly. Okay, bitch, for 49, I'm pretty ugly. Sure, I'm showing my age for 49. What you think? I got pretty large fan base myself of admirers, so don't sit there and try to cut me down because I'm coming at you and you don't like it. You don't like that I'm coming at you. Then maybe you shouldn't have betrayed me. Maybe you shouldn't have fucking stabbed me in my back when I thought you were my fucking friend. Maybe you shouldn't frickin' be doing what you're doing with your child. If you've lost your child, well then I know for sure that you're really getting down on some shit, aren't you, whore? That's alright. That's alright. Because the next place I'm going is to Whitewater Everything page. I'm going to start telling them. Because Whitewater Everything page marks off all the pedophiles. Why are you... Yeah, pedophile notification is a great thing. But I think sex trafficking and drug trafficking should be not acknowledged as well. So, I'm going to start posting and questioning about drug activities in the college town of Whitewater. How many fucking crackheads are out there, apparently? I've noticed this little blue car zipping around with this little Mexican chick. She seen me watching Unica's house one day. So she sat there watching me. And then I found her pulling up around over there by Unica's house. I wonder if she's Unica's friend. Little nice, sporty little blue car she's running around with. It sounds like it's stick. So she's definitely been taught by her father to drive stick. Mexicans drive sticks. Well, I know my dad's a Mexican. My dad taught me to drive stick, and so tag on, put on my tag, and then I just gotta go get ready. So I'll see you all later. I'm surprised I got comments. Yeah, I got comments. I seen comments. And okay, Cook. Wherever you're at, though, maybe when I get off all this bullshit, I might eat some crack. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Bye. I'm just kidding. I'm clean.